everybody. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Chill with LAMMI, and if you're new here, this is me, Lam. My name is Olamide, and I film about beauty, lifestyle, education, family. You know, if you're here, if you're looking for wholesome content, quality content, you're at the right place. Please do also leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and watch to the end, most importantly, actually. Yeah, so in this video, as you may know, from the title and the thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about. So I just want to have a chit chat with us about, you know, the things that have probably been, well, I won't say strange, but kind of new to me since I started working here. And I mean, I may be back a year later to update this list, but so far there are some things that, you know, are very traditional of the British work culture, and I just thought to share so that you kind of know the things to expect, or just to even have more information if you're not looking to move to the UK or wherever. I'm just like having a chat with you guys about the things that, you know, kind of were new to me when I started working, when I joined the UK workforce. Yeah, so the very first thing I would say is the UK folks love their drinks pints after 5, which is, you know, they have a very beer drinking culture, and yeah, they love their beer, they love to drink, they love the pubs, and you know, after work, you know, everybody's going to a pub or things like that. But here, everybody's finding their way to like the nearest pub to have a drink and just catch up and things like that. And you know, you can even be having like a drink with your manager, you know, like having chats over beer or things like that. So I find that really interesting, and you know, it's something that was new to me. Not entirely new, but I mean, yeah, relatively new to me when I started working. The second one is the fact that, you know, I heard this one, I've always known of this one, I mean, since I got here, but I did not really understand how true it was in every sense of it. Literally, they love to have small chats, like small talks. So when somebody asks you, oh, how are you, you don't just say I'm fine. You have to follow up with something. You know, it could be misinterpreted as though you're rude, or you're not interested in the conversation, or you're dismissive. And this is the truth, in all honesty. So if you're working, this is something that you might want to take very seriously, because it's something that could go bad if you're not careful. So that you're not termed as someone who is not personable, or someone who doesn't like socialize or things like that. So they really like to have like they like to chat. So when somebody say how are you, you know, you have to say, oh, I'm fine, how are you too, how's your weekend, how is let's say the name of their dog is let's say the name of their dog is Reed, for example. How is Reed? How's he doing? You know, you have to chat further. You can't just stop at I am fine. You know, like our own culture back home, when somebody should say, oh, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? Good morning, thank you, you're welcome, and that is it. Everybody's moving on. But for here, it's not the same thing. You have to take those conversations a bit further. So now you know. So this is just a follow-up with, you know, what I just said now. The third one is being really conversational. So I think it's just very explanatory. Yeah, because I don't know how to really explain this, and I don't know how not to. I don't even know how to explain, because it's so important, and if you're not careful, you can be giving a feedback that probably you're not interested, or you're not a team player or things like that. Or like move conversations a bit further, aside like even small chats now, just move conversations a bit further, even at work or when you're having team meetings or things like that. You know, always have something to contribute, always have something to say. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. Yeah, the British people, UK people really love their coffee. I don't even know their tea, and no. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then, you know, every time I get to work, someone's just asking, oh, do you want to drink? Do you want to drink? Should I get you a drink? Do you want something? And I'm like, every time I say no, there was one time I said no. Somebody had to ask, like, do you not drink our drinks? And that's not like, that wasn't it. I don't know. I prefer to drink water, basically. So most times I've already drunk water and I'm full. And then I come and say, oh, do you want drinks? I don't want to. I'm already full. I don't want to be peeing every time because they're already getting cold. Every time I'm going to pee and I don't want. But they really love their coffee. So, I mean, if you're working here, this might be a queue. So rather than them ask you, you can also ask them, oh, would you like some coffee? Would you like? And then even when like you meet somebody, the first thing they say is, oh, okay, or you meet somebody new, they say, oh, okay, we can chat over like coffee, or would you like to go out for coffee so that we can catch up, you know, just things like that. So when your date here is food, your own date is it's very coffee days, you will drink coffee. So yeah, that's basically it. Another thing that I would like to say is the fact that they are very courteous. So they're very polite. The British people are actually very known for their courtesy. They're actually very polite. And even when, you know, I don't want to say what I want to say so that I'm not quoted, but saying please and saying thank you is a part of their entire existence. So you need to be able to adopt that and say please and thank you at every and any point in time that you find yourself interacting with them or things like that. When like the need arises, you need to say please, you need to say thank you. They're very courteous and you need to embody that, you know, culture of being courteous and being like saying thank you, saying please and things like that. You know, as Nigerians, we tend to make so much faces, or you know, we communicate with our body language and our facial language. You know how, you know, you can be, how do I put this now? You can be, okay, let's say your mom comes and then, you know when you were young now, there's a visitor that comes and then your mom is giving you eye and she's like you're telling you to stand up. So you already can read all of those, you know, body and facial gestures and everything, those body languages. So we tend to communicate like that. But here, you need to be very careful. When you're having conversations, you need to, you know, watch your demeanor, be careful of what your face is saying and how your body is reacting so that you're not misinterpreted, and take this literally, like literally, you know, because, you know, it can be misinterpreted as, let's say someone is talking to you and you're probably making a face, or you're probably being distracted, or I don't even have to put this word. Just be very careful so that you're not misinterpreted. And yeah, so even if it seems like you need to over communicate, please do, so that it makes up for, you know, your body language. But what I'm just trying to say is, you know, you have to be very mindful of your facial expressions and your body language. The next one would be the fact that you need to get used to pets at work. I'm not a pet person, but somehow I've kind of, I might not be able to touch pets, but now I am more relaxed. So a dog can walk past me without me screaming and jumping and making a show. So, you know, some of the perks here for employees are like pets in the workplace. Pets are allowed in the workplace, you know, things like that. And if you're not a pet person, I'm sorry. So like a pet person like me, I'm sorry, you just have to adjust. So yeah, just be ready to have pets, to make 1 or 2 pets your friends in the workplace. Oh yeah, another one would be to be very sociable. You need to be visible at work, you need to be sociable. I'm not saying that you shouldn't walk the walk. You need to find that balance. Be very sociable, like socialize with people, because that's how they are. Like somebody can literally walk up from their desk and then come to you and start talking, and they're chatting and they're asking you, you know, about different stuff, and you're talking. You need to be able to walk up, stand up also, and, you know, go and build those friendships and go and build those relationships as well. You need to sound interested in their affairs, not like prodding or prying into their personal stuff, but, you know, just making that first conversation and things like that. And just being like sociable is one of the things that I've noticed that's just how they are. So if you're an introvert or if you're a quiet person, you might like need to make a subtle adjustment so that you don't say, oh, you're not the same player, or you keep yourself, you don't contribute, or do you understand what I mean? So that's basically it for me. If you know anyone, or if you're working, or you know anyone, or you've kind of noticed anything about how they behave or act here, please leave it in the comment section. I'm really curious to know what your own experience is and what you've noticed so far. So yeah, I've come to the end of this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all those good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.